Wow, what a glorious day today here in Central Park, and got to make this video, just simply have to do it. And I'm looking at, of course, Central Park South, and this is actually, I don't remember what the name of this lake is, but it's where everybody goes boating on. Of course not now, it's 6, 7 in the morning, but it's such a great day out today. And I got an idea for a video. I was actually texting Corey Sampson, one of the Ultimate Cycler members. She had sent me a text this morning, or maybe it was last night. When I woke up this morning, I was answering it, and lo and behold, she answered it. She says it's 3:30 in the morning over here, and I said, wow, that's dedication. And she says, you got that right. So she says, I'm here texting and responding to you in bed right now. And now, I'm not saying that everybody needs to be that dedicated and, you know, be turned on all the time, but hey, if that's what's good for you, go for it. But, you know, it's a wonderful world we live in with technology available all the time. And as I was texting back and forth to Corey, I was thinking about the compression of time, because, you know, for me, it's 6:30. It's in the morning here in New York, and she's over in California, and it's 3:30 in the morning over there. And I've mentioned many times on many different videos about the compression of time and different time zones around the world, and how you can get things done if you realize this and you're able to use it to your advantage. So, you know, when you're doing your prospecting and you're building your business, certainly be aware of time zones when you're calling people up. You don't want to call people up, you know, say you're at 8:30 in the evening in California. You don't want to be calling someone in New York, which would be 11:30 in the evening, right? So you want to be aware of your time zones. And there's a wonderful one-sheet time zone PDF that I have. And I'm not sure if it's in the back office or not, but it has all the time zones and the area codes of all the countries. And if you, well, actually what I'll do is I'll put it as a link in underneath this video. So if you want to get that, I think you'll enjoy it. It's a really good tool that I've used to be able to realize where people are in the country and so on. But you know, this video is about dedication. The video is about technology. It's about compressing time, using things to your advantage. Let me kind of come around this way. I was just talking to this gentleman over here with his son over here, bringing him out. And I was talking to him about when I came here in Central Park when my son was that age. Because when I started, well, not when I started network marketing, I was actually in it before my son was born. But I used to bring him to the park, and I would do conference calls when I'm with my family and my kids and my son. And because I pretty much brought him up, you know, my wife had a job outside the home, and I was growing in network marketing, but I was doing my business with my son, taking care of him, and I wanted to take care of him. So I figured, why not? Hey, I'm working at home, I can do that. And it was a great time to be able to do things like that with my family and watch them grow up and so on. And every time I see that with a father or mother out with their family in the morning, it reminds me of him now. Actually, last evening I took my family out to Broadway. We went to see Phantom of the Opera. I mean, I've seen it maybe twice already. But my daughter, she's 9, she hasn't seen it yet. My son has seen it once or twice, so he was giving me the eyeball. Dad, I gotta see this again. I'm like, yes. And my wife loves that musical, so I brought them to see Phantom of the Opera on Broadway. If you ever get a chance to do that, it's a wonderful musical. It's been around forever. And the scenery and so on is fantastic. But, you know, introduce them to the arts and showing them different things that are available. Let's go around this way. And Broadway tickets are not cheap. They're not cheap, but figure we spring for it and go for it since we're close here and want to take them out and show them something like that. So I hope you're enjoying the scenery. It's wonderful today. So, you know, in dedication into your business, you know, decide what's your long-term pictorial of your business? I mean, how or what type of time frame are you looking at? And unfortunately, I get emails from people or notations from people, and oh, you know, I'm giving up, or you know, I joined the business and it took me a week. I found one person. It's not fast enough, or you know, and or some people that come in and they work it for a month or two, and as soon as the next greatest newfangled thing comes out, they're off jumping on something else, and they never really hang with something long enough to be able to have it maximize in their business. But I'll tell you right now, 2 months from later, they're going to jump to something else, and that's the typical MLM junkie mentality. And I'm not saying doing other things or other complementary programs is a bad thing, but you still need to be able to stick with something enough so that this way your people can see that you have dedication to them. You know, that you're not going to have them sign up and then just go off and do something else. I mean, how many times are you going to be able to go back to the well when you keep on doing that, right? So if they see you working and dedicated to the program, helping them, training them, and or if you can't train them, pointing them in the right direction for training, then they're going to appreciate that, and they see you as their leader. And I can't tell you how long that is to do things like that before you introduce them to something else. I mean, you know that, and you know how your people respond to you, but you have to stick with something. You really do. Otherwise, how are you going to make the big money? You're going to just nickel and dime yourself, and again, how many times can you go back to the well of contacts that you have to switch and switch and switch to new things and new things and new things all the time? So, you know, think about that. Now, when I talked before about time compression, I was actually texting back and forth to Corey, and you know, we were saying, hey, it's 3:30 in the morning over here, and I was like, hey, it's 6:30 in the morning over here, and I'm already out exercising, and I've been out for an hour already. And normally I don't just stop and make a video like this. I'll be walking, but I love the scenery over here, and sometimes I meditate over here and relax and think about my day and so on. But you know, I've already been trading the stock market, I've answered emails, I've been out exercising, I made a video, I've done some of my business, planned my day, and all before 8 o'clock in the morning. So how many people listening to this video or watching this video say the same thing? Right? So I'm on my phone. I have my Galaxy Note 2. I love it, especially because of the big screen. And I'm able to connect to different things. I'm able to do my business no matter where I am, because I can connect to my computer in my office as I'm out in the park or out anywhere. You know, I'm intermission at the Phantom of the Opera last night. I'm connecting to my phone, and I'm actually listening to the conference call last night. So, and checking texts and so on. So, yes, staying plugged in technology, and some people have to turn it off once in a while, and I get that. But you can plug in and get things done. I mean, like I said this morning, I'm here in the park exercising, and I'm going to start walking again. And on one screen, on my phone, I have the stock market. And incidentally, it's tanking this morning. And yes, you can trade the stock market other than 9:30 in the morning to 4 o'clock or so. It's after hours trading. I trade the futures market. And if you ever learn about the stock market, you learn it's 24 hours, right? And with different things happening in Asia and Europe and so on, you can see what's going on. And I saw a lot of stuff happening in Egypt today, and the market is down, very much so. And as I'm walking in the park, I put in an order to go short. And what I mean by short is I want to make money going down. And I'm also in a chat room, so I get ideas and other people that trade. And I'm texting Corey. And then I get out and made a few $100 in probably 15 minutes. So that's what we call making money out of thin air. And as we talk about on the conference calls, I mention this all the time, income streams. Income streams. Pulling money out of thin air, leveraging your money, leveraging your knowledge and education, so this way you can break that equation of linear income. So many years ago, I realized that network marketing is a way to do that. Stock market, futures, options, trading in the stock market is a way to do that. And a lot of people lost a lot of money in the stock market. However, you have to be educated and know what you're doing, right? And it is not super risky. Yes, risk involved, but not super risky. If you know what to trade, how to trade it, and how to read things that are happening. And in my case, I have a support group that we chat and everything's back and forth. And that's the same thing with Ultimate Cycler. These videos are like your chat group. The conference calls are like your chat group, your support group, your trainings from your team. Maybe you have team calls, a team website. That's your support group. Bounce ideas back and forth. Talk about things, what's happening, what didn't happen. Are you having problems prospecting? Getting responses. Too many people saying no versus saying yes. Well, you bounce that off your group. You bounce it off your sponsor. And get ideas and get better and refine your craft. So there's a lot of similar correlation to different things like that. And I just don't say things out of thin air, just saying, oh, I want to talk about it. They all kind of relate to building your business in one way, shape, or form. And lots of people out today. Beautiful, actually pretty brisk out this morning. And it's great. I mean, a few weeks ago it was like 100 for 10 days or something. It was crazy. So, you know, I went off and got into linear income, which is one of my passions and mechanics of wealth. So, our wonderful program of Ultimate Cycler is a way to do that. And as you build your business, teach your group, motivate your group, stick with it, and don't jump from thing to thing. Then you start having your people build their business. So what happens when they build their business? They cycle and they come back to you and they create income for you, right? And that didn't happen from your current effort. It happened from effort prior. Just like I trade the stock market, my effort prior was my education in trading, practice trading, things like that. That was my education prior. So now when I do it, it's like money out of thin air, right? I mean, where the heck are you going to be able to make a few $100 just pop in, pop out? It's incredible. I mean, for no effort, really. So, same thing with Ultimate Cycler. You train your people, and they're all building their business. Now, if I had people in my group, say I was just coming in, and I sponsored a Corey Sampson or a Marsha Hadley or a Dr. Parson or a Dr. Stan or Bishop Benjamin, or, and forgive me if I'm not saying your name, but some incredible leaders. Beverly Washington comes to mind, Steve Branch, T.V. Wilson, you know, incredible leaders. And I mean, most of those people, you don't really have to train them that much. They know what they're talking about, and they saw it, they're in. But say you had to train them a little bit, okay? Or it took them a week or two to get up to speed. Well, how much more push do you need at that point? These people are internally motivated, and they're building their business, and what's happening? People are coming back to you over and over and over and over again through the cycling process, through efforts that you did many, many months ago. And that's the residual based on productivity that we have here with the cycling process in your matrix business centers. So that's what I'm talking about when we're talking about linear income, breaking that equation and being able to have income come to you and have it come to you without your current effort. So that's the way to make money, guys. That's the way to make money. Or are you going to go out and say, well, listen, God, you know, I'm already working 10 hours a day. I'm just not making enough money. I got to go out and get a second job and a third job. And I'm still working hours for dollars. And most people that do that are still behind the eight ball. They're still behind the eight ball because they just can't trade enough time for money to be able to make it work. Now this evening, I'm all psyched because I'm doing a webinar tonight at 9 o'clock for the 800 level people on how to take and generate $150,000 in 15 years in your nest egg, and do that in a lot of different ways. Obviously you don't do that in 2 seconds, right? So I said over 15 years. Okay, we're talking about asset creation. We're talking about saving money, decreasing debt, increasing money through trading in the stock market or real estate or network marketing, things like that. And do it over a period of time of 15 years. So, and there's ways you can accelerate that process, obviously, but I'm just giving people, it sounds better. 150K in 15 years, right? And some people won't even do it because they're like, 15 years is too long for me. Hey, look at 15 years from now. Let me throw it out to you this way. Go 15 years back. Are you that much better off now than you were 15 years ago? I hope you are. But if you would apply these types of techniques that I'm going to talk about tonight in your life, so say maybe you're not able to reach that 150,000, maybe you're able to reach 100,000. Well, that's something that's in your nest egg. They can go for your retirement or kids' college or whatever. And you put it into whatever context you want for your life. So, and that's what I was talking about before, about the longer term attitude and not just the quick fix that so many people are looking at in network marketing. Quick fix off the next quick fix off the next quick fix. In an ultimate cycle, we certainly do have a quick fix with the direct pay and the instant pay and things like that. But you have to stick with it long term to have that long term income as well too. Well, kind of talked your ear off today for almost 20 minutes. I only anticipated the video being 3 to 5 minutes, but you know me, when I get talking about stuff, I don't stop. So, a lot of things happening here, guys, with the program. We have the new payment processor. We hope to be ready next week. And that is going to be way cool. And you'll get an email once we import everybody into the system with a username and password. We'll do trainings on how to use it and how to fund it and so on. And new people will have to join this payment processor before they get in the system, and they'll have to fund it. And if they don't want to fund it, well, they're not going to be in the program. Too many times we have people join, and when it comes to pay, they're not going to pay. I have no idea why they join. Maybe they're just curiosity seekers. They're not going to get anything or see anything, and we tell them that during the sign-up process, but they still join and they just don't pay. So, and not a terribly huge amount, but it happens. It's just annoying, right? I'm sure it is if it's happened to you, which it probably has if you're building your business. So, you're not going to have people join for free, get in the matrix if they haven't, if they're required to fund an account first before they actually pay. Then, once they do that, They click a button, the system will automatically pay the person that's appropriate. It'll automatically mark you as paid if you're the person coming in, and you're off and running. So no more hunting down someone, hey, can you mark me paid? And you should not have to start hunting people down to pay you, because it'll be a lot more of a seamless, invisible process that we're implementing. So it'll be like greased lightning. So we're trying to eliminate that human element, but still have the direct pay process that we have. Now we also have many other things that we're working on in the back office, and also enhancements down the road that we'll probably introduce in a month or two that I can't talk about right now, but will supercharge your income as well. So a lot of stuff to chew on and think about today on this video. Hopefully you've watched it. Please pass it around to other people in your group, and take whatever snippet of this video to heart, and maybe it'll help you in your business and have you earn more money in Ultimate Cycler and ultimately your network marketing career. So this is Peter Wolfing. Thank you very much for watching the video. Look forward to seeing you real soon on another video. Oh, and by the way, if you like the video, click like, and if you like these videos, click on subscribe, and when I upload new videos, you'll get a notification regarding that, okay? Thank you. Have a great day. Bye, everybody.